Fucking son of a bitch. Damn it. Oh, I shouldn't have picked 5. Shit.
Yo. Oh, there I am. All right. Hear me?
What's good, brother? How you doing?
I'm chill. What about you?
Do you have a deck of cards? You got a deck?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What kind of deck? Oh, you got some bikes? Are they blue or red?
Bicycle. You know, the classic. Yes, sir. Classic. You know, first one I found, I just grabbed it.
Very cool. We're going to try something pretty cool. It's going to be a bit of a memory demonstration about my amazing memory, but it's also going to be hopefully a bit of a miracle. So, Thomas, just give the cards a good shuffle until you're satisfied. All right. And when you're satisfied, I want you to take them under the table. And I want you to think of a number between 1 and 20, any number that you want. Got one?
Yep.
Now, what I want you to do is take that number of cards out of the deck. So if you thought of 3, you'd go 1, 2, 3, and then you take those cards and you put them under your leg so that I can't see them and I have no idea what number you're thinking of, okay?
Makes sense.
All right. So when you've done that, hide those cards under your leg and bring the rest of the deck up onto the table. All right. So there's no way I could know that number. You can give those cards on the table a shuffle again if you want, up to you. And then what I want you to do, set them down when you're satisfied. And we're gonna, in a second, you're gonna go through the cards. But this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna look at each one, but I don't want to see it. So you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, etc. You're gonna go through and you're gonna remember the card at your number. So if you were thinking of 3, you'd go 1, 2, 3, and you'd remember that third card. But obviously we'll go all the way to 20 so that I don't know which card you're thinking of. Okay, make sense?
Yep.
So just peek them to yourself this time so that I can't see them, okay? So I'll count so we make sure we all have the right count. And yeah, go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 18, 19, and that is number 20, correct?
Yep.
All right, so take those 20 cards that you just counted. Yeah, and throw those on top.
On top of this deck?
Yep.
Okay.
Now, Thomas, just don't forget the card that you have in mind. That's all I need you to remember, okay? Just that card.
Yep.
Now take the secret cards that are under your leg and just slap those on top as well.
Just right on top.
Right on top. So real quick, yeah, perfect. Now you can square everything up. Now, Thomas, you can agree there's no way I could know what card you're thinking of, right?
I don't think so, unless you're like you're in my room somehow.
Unless I'm a magician, right? But now we're going to try something pretty crazy, Thomas. I said this would be a bit of a memory demonstration, so I have actually been working on my memory ability. And one of the ways I practice is obviously with a deck of cards. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to try to attempt something crazy. I'm going to try to memorize your entire deck of cards in whatever order you have it shuffled in right now. And then I'm going to put my deck in the exact same order as yours in about 20 seconds. Do you think that'd be pretty crazy?
That'd be pretty wild. If I'm especially looking at you.
So here's what I want you to do. Hold the cards like this. And in a second, you're going to go through the cards at about this speed. It's going to take a little bit of time to get through them all, but it's just, I just need to be able to see them all so I can commit them to memory. We're going to go through the whole deck, but I'm going to try to memorize it. So yeah, and you can just take them and put them down on the table. All right, go ahead. Now move it back just a little bit. Just the cards on the table, just so I can see.
Okay.
Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, go ahead.
Good.
Yeah, you can set them down faster though. You can kind of go like this speed, sort of like that.
Oh, you need to see here.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, keep going. Because I'm memorizing these. Okay, awesome. Okay, Thomas, just flip your deck over and set it down so it's like mine. Perfect. Now, Thomas, you're going to count 20 seconds, and I'm going to try to put my deck in the same order as yours, okay? All right, go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh boy, you're fast, Thomas.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Oh boy! All right, that was
I could
real
have pulled
tough.
up. I could have pulled up a timer, but I didn't realize that.
It's all good, man. It's all good. That was really tough, very tough. But we're gonna see how I did. Now, this would obviously be pretty incredible feat of memory, but I don't know. It was a tough one, I gotta admit. So, Thomas, now I just want you to name any number you want between, let's say, 10 and 20. Anyone you want.
Any number? You want me to tell you?
Between 10 and, yeah, between 10 and 20. Just name it out loud.
15.
15. So let's do this together. Let's deal down to the 15th card, but don't look at it yet, okay? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now, Thomas, think about this. From the very start, you had a card in mind. There's no way I could know, right?
Yeah.
Now, we each had a deck. We each shuffled the deck, Thomas. You shuffled, I shuffled. And the crazy thing is, this could be any card. I have no idea. That's your deck at home. You shuffled it. Now you named any number. You chose the number 15. You could have named any number. How crazy would it be if your card was at that number? And I don't know about you, Thomas, but I have the 2 of spades. What do you have?
Yo, wait. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Yeah, man. What? Wait, I'm actually mine.
You know what's, Thomas, you know
Hold
what's
up.
crazy? Look at the next
I
card.
chose 2
Thomas.
different numbers.
I know, Thomas, look at the next card. Look at the next one. It's different. It's different. Look. Go to the next one. Different. Which means your card is the only one that I happen to get in the right spot out of all of these.
Yo, that's some voodoo stuff right there. There's no way. I'm very shocked. Wow.
I'm going to have you think of a name, okay? But don't jump ahead yet, because what happens when I have people think of names and I ask them just to think of a name, they tend to pick people they know, people they're close to. And obviously we're friends, so I know a lot of people that are close to you, and I don't want you to think that there's any way that I could know the name that you're thinking of, okay? So we're going to do it in the most random way that I can think of. What I want you to do is think of 2 different single digits. Think of them and put them together to create a 2-digit number. You have one?
Got it. Yep.
Now I want you to imagine that 2-digit number spelt out in front of us, okay? Spell it out in the air and focus in on the first letter of the number, okay?
Yep.
You have that letter? Now think of the first male name that comes to mind that starts with that letter. Now don't pick a unisex name like Taylor or Sam. Go for a definitive name, like maybe Sean, for example, okay?
Hang on. Yep.
Now, if this name is a longer name, maybe like Edward, that can be shortened to Ed, do that. Only if it can be. Don't make up a new name. Or if it's like Peter, shorten it to Pete, you know, just to make it as easy as possible.
Yep.
Now, I want you to think of the exact number of letters in the name for me. Can you do that?
Yep.
Got it? I'm going to say, look at me. I'm thinking this is 3 or 4 letters.
You're right.
Yeah. I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm thinking I'm thinking originally you went for a 3-letter name, yeah?
No.
No, and then, okay, so hold on. Focus on the name. I want you to repeat the name over and over in your mind for me, okay, Logan? Keep saying it.
Oh, no, I think you're going to get it.
Logan, on 3, we're both going to say the name out loud. Normally, I would write it down so that everyone else can be involved, but I don't have a pencil with me, so I don't want you to think it's the leg or anything either. So would you like me? I'll just say it. How about that? And you just confirm.
Yeah, you just say it and I'll confirm.
Okay. Is it Fred? Did you go for Fred?
Fucking son of a bitch. Damn it. Oh, I shouldn't have picked 5. Shit. Man, really? Fred. Yeah, I went for Fred. Shit. Yeah. Son of a bitch. Ah. Darn it.
Just enjoy the experience.
I never enjoy read when you get it right. That's not the point of the trip.
I want you to just close your eyes for me, okay? And I want you to imagine you're a young kid, maybe 10 or 12 years old, and you're sitting in class, and the teacher is, giving you your lesson, but it's very boring. You're kind of dozing off. all your senses are heightened. You're hearing the rain bounce off the window. You're hearing the annoying kid beside you click his pen. You're smelling the stinky kid in front of you. Like, it just everything is bothering you. You're really bored. But you see a pencil on the desk. So you pick up a pencil and you draw a simple doodle on the desk. Something that would take 5 or 10 seconds that anyone would easily recognize. So you might go for a smiley face, a mountain, or even a bicycle. Now obviously don't go for any of those as I said them, and please no geometric shapes, but just get something, a simple doodle, 5 to 10 seconds that anyone would recognize. Do you have one?
Mm-hmm.
So keep that in your mind, and I want you to imagine you draw that out on the desk, and you see it, and now stare at that doodle, visualize that doodle, and now you can open your eyes and, open your eyes, come back. So, I want you to imagine this doodle as its actual size, as its real life object. So for example, if it was that smiley face, you might imagine it as a real person's face, and you'd imagine the actual size that it is, and everything like that. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And now think of the word that is associated with it. So for again, mountain, you just think of the word mountain. Smiley face, you might think of the word face, but just have a one word that goes with that doodle. You got one?
Mm-hmm.
Just focus on this object for me. It's not a living thing. No, okay. And this is something you can touch. You could touch this thing. Like it wouldn't like realistically in our living life you could go and touch this, right? Like yeah, you could. Okay. Now I think I have what you might be thinking of in mind. Keep sending it to me here, but I'm gonna try it again. We'll see how this goes. I'm gonna draw what I'm getting here. How confident do you feel right now, Ash, in my abilities?
This is a tricky one. You could be stumbled by this. I feel like it could be kind of tricky.
Does this have to do with a superhero?
No.
No. Okay. All right.
Superhero.
Yeah, I just had a quick thought, but now Ash, this may not have worked because everyone thinks of things a little bit differently. But I have drawn a little picture, and it would be amazing if this worked out. I would like you to tell everyone what the object is that you have in mind.
Okay, I thought of something kind of big, a house. No way! No! That was perfect! I like the little chimney as well. That's sick. Okay, that blew my mind. That's actually sick. Because I don't think I gave anything away. Mentalism. That's sick.
Thank you for participating. I hope you enjoyed that. Had some fun today.
Of course, bro. Thank you. I really did enjoy that. Kind of brightened my day,
Good. So this uses a regular deck of cards and shuffled by our friend Logan. So give it a good mix. Make sure they know it's well mixed.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm not the greatest shuffler, but we'll mix it up.
Look at that technique.
That was bad.
Go show up close. This beautiful shuffling technique.
Oh man, I gotta relive it.
Oh yeah, that's quality right there.
Terrible. Don't judge me on that. Don't judge me on that.
All right. So whenever you're satisfied,
Yep.
I'm going to make a prediction about you. A prediction about a thought that I think you are going to make in the future. So now there's one card out of all of these cards that's facing the other way. Now Logan, I want you to think about this very carefully. Name any card that you want.
Can I just name it?
Yeah.
Queen of Diamonds.
It's the Queen of Diamonds. Are you sure?
Yep.
It's crazy, Logan, because look, you could have picked any one of these cards, right?
Yeah.
You could have picked any one of
Yeah, I could have.
Watch. If you would have said the Ace of Spades or the Ace of Diamonds, this wouldn't have worked. But you said what?
Queen of Diamonds.
Now watch, we go through. Should be one card that I reversed from the beginning out of all of these. I won't touch it. You go for it, Logan.
Oh man, you gotta be kidding me.
Now one card. Show the camera.
Queen of Diamonds, folks. Yes,
Queen of Diamonds, and
right.
you can check this out. Regular deck.
It is a regular deck. So there's one. It is a regular deck. He's got it right. I'm not sure how he did it.
All right, Scott. We're gonna try Mental Miracle. Are you ready?
Whenever you are.
First things first, I need you to think of any number between 1 and 50. Make it a good one I could never miss. You got it?
Got it.
So what I've done is something pretty interesting. So what helps me get into people's minds is when they create images. And the more random the image, the better, because when the image is random, I can like bury my way in there amongst all the random thoughts, right? Now, the interesting thing is that I went online and I grabbed some different lists. So they're like people, places, food, like totally random things. And I wrote down those lists, and then I deleted random items off the list, right? So the reason I did that is because when you see these lists now, your number and thus an item might not be on every single list. So when you look at these lists, you can take things only from certain lists, and you're going to create a completely random image, right? It's going to be so random. You'll never know what it is. I'll never know what it is. It might make no sense. You could get people, you could get food. Who knows what you'll get? Make sense?
I think I got it. I think so.
All right. So let me pull up the list. Okay, perfect. All right. So I'm going to show you these lists, and I just want you to start to build your images with the things on this list, okay? So I'll show you this list, and then I'll show you the second half. Okay. All right. And then we'll go to the next one. Okay.
All right. All right.
Does this help you build your image?
It does.
Perfect. Here we go. Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay. And this one.
Mm-hmm. I'd say that helps.
And here.
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
All right. So, you know what? We'll forget the last one. I just want, it's starting to get to a lot of objects. So I just want you to create that random image with all your different objects. Okay. Build it in your mind. Imagine how they'd interact with each other and put them together to create something, some crazy image, right?
Holy. This is gonna be an interesting one, Reed. I don't know.
So I want you to try to send this to me now. First, let's focus on.
Okay.
I'm thinking there's a living thing in here. There might be more than one, but there's at least one. Focus on the bigger one of those things for me, okay? And try to send that to me. You got it?
Got it. Got it.
Okay, send that to me. Imagine like where this thing would be in the world, what its environment would look like. Perfect. What its environment would look like imagine what it would feel like if it's a person, skin, if it's a creature, what their fur, feathers, or whatever would look like. Or feel like. Imagine what they would eat, where in the world they would be situated. Okay. Now I'm starting to get something here. It's kind of interesting. Oh, okay. Okay. Now, you could be thinking of absolutely anything right now. You agree?
Oh yeah, this is up there with a lot of my fever dreams. I'm not gonna lie.
This image is super weird. It doesn't make any sense to me, but it's coming through sort of foggy. I'm thinking it's foggy because there's two living things, isn't there? Yeah.
There could be. Perhaps there could be.
Focus on the second thing, okay? Imagine what it looks like in your mind. Imagine what it's doing, how the two objects are interacting, how you would imagine they would interact if they were together, okay?
Yeah, I got it.
And is there one other big sort of element of this image that you have? Something else?
I'd say it's almost the centerpiece.
Interesting. Okay, focus on that for me.
Has to be there,
Okay. Focus on where that thing is in the world. Focus on what it looks like. Think of the first letter of that thing and try to send that letter to me, okay? Okay, interesting. Ooh.
Done. Should be sent.
It's a letter near the beginning of the alphabet, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Is it now?
Okay, one more little detail. All right. I'm gonna go with this. Now, Scott, think about this. You could have literally any image in mind, all kinds of crazy things put together, and I've drawn. I mean, this is wild. I barely even know what it is, but so crazy. And you could be thinking of anything. You put these images together. I want you to describe to us in some detail exactly what this image is and what you see in your head right now.
Oof. Okay. I'll start off with the place. We're going to be in Europe, most specifically in England. So we're going to be in London, if anything. So that big centerpiece I was talking about is the massive tower known as the Big Ben. It even has the clock. That's kind of what I'm picturing when I think of the Big Ben. I don't know much else. The London Bridge could be there, probably not though. Then you got a mammal, and this mammal should not be in Great Britain. It shouldn't be anywhere near it. I'm not gonna lie, but it's massive, and it's probably taking up the whole street, if there was a street. But it's just boom, plop down the center. It's a huge elephant. All right.
Interesting.
Riding that elephant, biggest plot twist is Ryan Reynolds. Deadpool, if you will. That's kind of who I see right now. Like him in his Deadpool costume on an elephant, Big Ben background, probably a little foggy as it's England. And that is exactly what my drawing is.
So you're telling me you pictured Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool?
As Deadpool. It has to be Deadpool. Because
riding on an elephant in front of Big Ben.
Yeah.
Well, Scott, tell me what you think about this.
Oh my God. No way. What is he holding?
That's Deadpool. He's got the little fucking stick thing and the nunchucks. He's got his glasses on.
You got him as Deadpool too?
That's what you were sending me. Like,
oh my God.
And you said riding on the elephant. This was all your decisions. You made. We have Big Ben, Ryan Reynolds, elephant. This is exactly the image you pictured, is it not?
I'm stunned, flabbergasted, if you will. That is. Who's ever drawn something like that? I don't think those three have been in the picture before, and you just here it is. This is you.
Well, Thank you, Scotty. Thank you for helping.